You know, our guys played hard tonight. We really did. We didn't play well, but we played hard. We just didn't play one of our better games, and Kansas had a lot to do with that. And, you know, as I told our guys, you can't, in this league period, but even more against when you're playing against a top team in the country, you got to bring your A game. Everybody's got to, especially our team, you know, when you're the makeup of our team, everybody's got to contribute. And it wasn't the best night for some of our guys, but you know that happened. It wasn't because they weren't ready. It wasn't because they didn't play hard. They wanted it so bad, maybe a little too much, as far as wanting to play hard for Keaton. And they did a lot of talking. I was a little concerned. They did a lot of talking last year about not about beating Kent, but hey, let's play for Keaton. Let's play well. Let's and that almost puts a little too much pressure on you to an extent. And they were down in the locker room. I mean, I think not necessarily because they lost, they're down, but how they played, and we just didn't. Didn't have that pop the way we've been doing lately. And give Kansas credit. They have the best junior in the country and one of the best seniors in the country. And Tyshawn Taylor just kept making big shots. I mean, we were always within arm's length, to make a run at it. And I kept telling our guys, the time's good, there's enough time, the score's enough, or, is right, and we just need to go on a run here at some point, and he would just always make a big shot. Just always made a big shot. So give Kansas credit. They, when you play a team that is as good as they are, everybody's gotta bring their A game, and we didn't do that tonight. And, they tried, we tried, and just wasn't there tonight.
What did Kansas do to prevent you from playing your A game?
Oh, they're good defensively. They're a very physical basketball team. They're a veteran team, and an older, strong team, and a lot of physicality, illegal physicality. It wasn't anything, it's just they do what we call hedging hard, and things like that made it difficult on us, and and we missed some shots that and things like that. But they're a good, very good defensive team, if not maybe one of the best defensive teams in this league. So it's they had a lot to do with it, but we still just didn't. We weren't quite in sync the way we needed to be. Period. But you can give them a lot of credit for that.
Travis, you talked about the guys really wanting it.
Yeah.
And it seemed like, though, that he got in a pretty good deal.
No, he did. He did. He played really well. I mean, for a guy who, again, everybody's game plan is to stop Keaton Page to go out and score 29 points. That's not an easy thing to do. I mean, really. I mean, I say, there's just not too many players I can remember, and I know, I've been around this game a long time, and I'm a pretty good history buff of basketball. There's not too many players that I know that have accomplished what he's accomplished, the size he is, and he's doing it this year with a bunch of young guys, and he's leading them, and he's still, after tonight, I guess he'll probably go up to probably 19 points a game in this league, and I mean, that's just, it borders on incredible. I mean, that he keeps doing it. I mean, we're riding him, and we've been getting some other guys been doing a really good job of helping and doing. We just one of those nights that they wanted it bad. If you saw them in the locker room, it just wasn't the night for some guys. When you score 58 points and two of them, two guys score 49 of them, and you're playing against the fourth-ranked team, whatever they are, you're gonna need a little more than that.
Talk about Markel's game, if you would. It seemed like he really never got to it.
He just didn't get in the flow. He started pressing a little bit at times, and he wanted it bad. He's Keaton's roommate, and they're as close as you can get. That's Mutt and Jeff. I mean, they are tight. And I mean, almost like brothers. They've been so good for each other. No, it's been so good for Markel to room with Keaton, and it's been so good for Keaton to room with Markel. They are so tight, such a fun two guys. I think Markel probably pressed a little bit tonight. I do. I think he wanted it so bad. But no, he would be the first to tell you it wasn't his A game. But he tried. I tell you, he was competing. He was wanting it, and you could see it in his eyes in timeouts. And he was getting, frustrated, things like that. But, Markel's done a lot. And he'll respond back from it. Just one of those nights, wasn't his night. As I told you, I can't pinpoint one thing. didn't play well tonight. I hate that it happened tonight, but we just didn't play well tonight.
You've been through 4 of these senior nights. Was this one different because Keaton's been here, been with you for all 4 years, and kind of one of your original guys?
Yes, I mean, yeah, he and I've gotten to be very close. Somebody who I got an enormous amount of respect for, somebody who I love dearly, somebody who I care for, and you know, it's developed as much as it can between coach and player friendship, and it will develop even more as friendship as we move on. Yeah, you know, I was not looking forward to this. No, yeah, he's meant a lot to this program, a whole lot.
What did you tell him when he came off the court for the final time?
I don't even remember. I mean, you know, just how proud I am of him. Just, you know, he's given us everything he's got, everything. From the time he stepped on that court 4 years ago, you never fault his effort, you never fault his intentions, you never fault his attitude, you never fault. He may not always played perfect. A lot of times he did. More times than not, he played great. But one of the most coachable young men to put up with me at times, the way, you know, as hard as I was on him for several years. But he understands me. He understands it. He understood it then. Yeah, he's going to go down as one of the great players to ever play here, definitely, without question. You know, and he's one of the best players in this league.
Trying to see one of those players that you make reference to, you think, in the future when you coach other players?
Always, absolutely. He does it the right way. He does it the right way. Never complains. I've never once in 4 years heard that sucker complain about anything. Nothing. Nothing. I'm talking about nothing. I'm talking about just, when, you know, very positive, just it's developed into just a great leader. You know, we showed our guys a highlight of Keaton before we went out from beginning of his freshman year and kind of built it up to his senior year, and it was a good video, and it's fun to kind of watch his, you know, things go by, and just always responded to the challenge. Has always responded to the challenge, and I'm so proud because he, you know, it was his dream to play basketball here. I don't even know if he could have dreamed to be scoring 1,600 points and be one of the best players to play at Oklahoma State and be the best player. I think the best player in the Big 12. I think he's the best player in the Big 12. I do. I think he's the best player in the Big 12. He's got my vote. I don't even know if he could dream that. I mean, that's what he's done is phenomenal, phenomenal, and he deserves every single bit of it and more of what he receives. More. He's getting beat up tonight. Just bumped off screens, and you know they can't call them all, I guess. But he just goes about his business, and I'm over there yelling, screaming for him, and he just goes about his business. He'll get, you know, he's. Thanks, guys.